Well, welcome back, everybody. Sorry for the delay right there, but it is the Mulvane Patriots against the Newton Sluggin Rebels. This is Game 3 of the series right now, and we just started the game, just kind of catch you up. Mulvane Colin Glosson grounded out at 6-3, and then Chase Green grounded out, and throw was just a little high, but right off the glove, bounced off the glove of first baseman. Yeah, Gray Rowlett. So, I mean, right there, it's just a runner on second base, and here we are. We're in the first inning. And for the mound, on the mound right now, Kendra Carroll for the Sluggin Rebels. Kendra Carroll's a left-handed pitcher from Northeastern State University, 6'4", 225, Bentonville, Arkansas. Jared, it's good to see you back, and I know you had a little rough time there. You know, it happens, and it's good to see you and ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready. I was 25 minutes down the road, and I realized I probably need my charger for my laptop so the stream doesn't die on us. So I made that drive, and but we're here.
Yeah, yes. But now you're here. It's first inning, and it's a 0-0 game, and here we go.
0-2 count. The pitch. Swung and hit. A little fly ball. Sorry, foul ball. Towards left field.
Again, a lot of foul ball space. A good friend of mine that watches from out in Pennsylvania or West Virginia out there, he was like, he goes, man, your field has a lot of foul ground. And I said, yeah, it does. You know, it's just like we were talking about the other day. Some fields don't have much. You don't have it all. But this has a lot of foul ground that, you know, the outfielders, third baseman, first base, they just need to go after it. Then you put that with the win in Kansas. Sometimes it comes right back to you.
Pitch. A little outside in the dirt for ball number 1, 1-2 count. Can you kind of talk about the last game? I mean, I saw it was 16-3. You guys
16-3, yeah, I was there at the game, and actually there with your good buddy Andrew, and we watched it together, and it's just a great start by the Sluggin Rebels. I mean, 8 runs in the first inning.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I was looking through the Twitter. I was like, man, this ball's hit towards center field as the shortstop at number 11. Dalton Patton makes a catch on that.
Yeah, and the whole thing about it was, you know, we scored the 8 runs, and then the pitcher, you know, for Mulvane, he settled down and really shut us down for a while. And then, you know, you're kind of getting a little worried about it. But then, you know, we came back, started scoring runs, and he started getting a little tired. And they don't have a lot of pitching depth. That's one thing Mulvane doesn't have, and they're supposed to be getting some pitchers in here.
As Cole Collins takes a strike right down the middle for 0-1 count.
But Andrew sends his regards and says, keep on you. Keep you awake. No.
This ball's a little outside.
He's definitely a character, you know, as you know.
Yeah, we're like polar opposites. Yeah. Very calm and relaxed.
You're calm, and he's
everywhere.
But he's a lot of fun. And he's all excited because Cali College just came back, finished in second in the JUCO World Series.
Yeah, pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Carroll pitches a little too low for ball number 2.
Especially exciting because I'm an ex-Tiger. So, you know, for many years ago. And, you know, like I said, you're an alum. It's kind of neat to follow your old team, and you're proud of them and what the Burrows have done. And, man, yeah, just it's fun to watch. I'm glad they made it that far.
So Carroll steps off the mound to check the second base runner. Ball in a swinging strike for strike number 2.
Yeah, tall lefty. He's got some good fastball right there, just on the outside. I think he's just trying to get his off-speed stuff going right now.
Cole Collins says from our point streak, he has 7 at-bats with 1 run and 1 walk. 2-2 the count. Pitch is hit towards second baseman. And routine out at first to end the inning. And with that brings up the bottom of the first, and we'll be right back.
At the front gates by the end of the second inning.
And welcome back. And welcome back. It's the bottom of the first 0-0 ball game, as it's still only the first inning.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet you didn't know we were going to play today. I mean, it was with the rain.
That's what my mom was texting. She's like, "Are you sure you're gonna have to drive down?" I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, I think what I looked at, it's gonna storm at around like 9:30, around when this game ends. So hopefully everything plans out well.
Yeah, hopefully it does. Especially for the Sluggin Rebels. But, yeah, being the general manager, everybody's calling you, the umpires. I mean, everybody's, the coaches, players. I mean, it's
Dalton Patton takes strike number 1.
They're all considering and going, hey, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
What's we playing? I say, hey, and again, Joel, or the guy that does our fields and with the Newton Rec, does a great job through the years. Unbelievable. Look at the field. I mean, it looks beautiful.
Yeah,
right now.
Looks like they kind of cut down the grass too.
Yeah, they might have.
So maybe the grass won't be too much of a problem. As Cole Collins isn't now on, or not now, but he is on the mound because they only have 12 players on the team.
Yeah, it's a tough situation, and you'd see teams. I've been in that situation. I'm in college. Even I went through my first year. I only had 15 players, 16. And you wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And but they also heard, they're getting some guys in, so that's going to help them. And it's early in the summer.
Yeah.
But you just got to get through this. I mean, it's tough. This storm right now. They're competing.
Patton swings for strike 3.
Came back in a high fastball right there, right by Patton.
The left fielder, Connor Owens.
This brings up Connor Owens.
Don't forget, folks, if you retrieve a foul ball tonight and you turn it into the concession stand on any foul ball, you will be awarded a candy from the concession stand.
Collins sets the pitch, swung on, and deep right field, foul. Who would you say was the player of the game yesterday?
Oh, yesterday it was Connor Owens.
Again?
And that's who it was yesterday, and we'll see how it goes. And it's the Bethel College.
Oh, yeah.
Player of the game. That's right. We very happy to have Bethel College in our player of the game. So we get that, and
as Owens.
it'll be fun. It'll be quite an honor.
1-2 count for Owens. This pitch is perfectly placed for a strike 3 call.
Backward K.
Now batting for the Sluggin Rebels, the catcher, number
I mean,
9,
despite being third base,
Sorensen.
mainly third baseman, he's pitching pretty
Right.
good out here already with 2 strikeouts.
I was looking up. I mean, he had a pretty good college spring. Dig that up again. I was when I was there talking to Andrew. We were going through some of the guys they have there. The thing is, when you have small numbers, they're going to play all the time, and they're going to get better. I mean, those players will get better. It's just that you have depth through a summer, and it's going to be tough on you.
As Balin Sorensen is now to the plate with a 2-0 count.
Yeah, Sorensen, the catcher from Northwestern State University, 6'2", 210, Rayville, Louisiana.
So this one's hit towards a gap between left and center field. This one's going to hit the fence as Sorensen's rounding first. And he's got himself a stand-up double. And that double is sponsored by Midway Motors of Newton, your trusted GMC and Buick dealership. For every mile of life, Midway Motors of Newton.
Yeah, there you got a hold of that. That was a fastball up high. Collins got it up there, and I mean, Sorensen does a great job just getting that bat extended out there and drove it. I mean, there was no doubter right there.
As that double brings up Cody Moore, the cleanup hitter.
Yeah, Cody Moore, first baseman from Tabor College, 6'2", 215, from Midlothian, Texas.
Seemed like Cody, from the stats, seemed like Cody Moore had himself a game yesterday as this one's dribbled up to the pitcher.
Yeah, Cooper's
in
taking
the
it
game.
himself, yeah. Says, I'll take it myself right there. It's a kind of excuse me, part of me swing right there.
That'll bring up the top of the second, and we'll be right back.
Runs, 1 stranded on base.
And welcome back to the top of the second. As it's still 0-0. As number 6, that would be
Patriots
the 5-hole, Noah Kinstead, up to the plate.
with their shortstop.
Kinstead this season, I mean, there's only been 2 games so far. 8 at-bats and 1 hit. Carroll gets him swinging for strike 1.
Yeah, Carroll, like I said, he needs to get those secondary pitches going right there. Thought he did a good job with his fastball the first inning. Just like
Pitch.
that. Just like that. That was a little.
Another swinging strike for strike number 2.
That's going to be interesting to see how they work together here.
Pitch. A little low in the dirt for ball number one.
That's a good pitch, though.
Keeps him on the toes.
Yeah. You're hoping you get him going there. Swartz and him working together.
Another low fastball, trying to get him to chop at it.
That's a tough one to hold off on, though. The low and away.
2-2 count.
That's a good pitch.
Carroll gets swung on and hit straight towards center field as number 12.
Or 17.
Number 17.
Yeah. It's Tyler Palmer.
Tyler Palmer.
From Nebraska.
Makes that great play in the field. That is sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with Tyler Palmer and his defense.
Cooper Reeves now to the plate as he takes ball one a little outside. Reeves this season has 8 at-bats, 1 hit, 1 RBI, and a double. As he fouls it back straight towards us. 1-1 the count with 1 out. Still amazes me that this field's only $100 to rent.
Yeah.
So he gets him swinging for strike number 2.
They have a great relationship here.
So this one swung on and hit towards the opposing bench's dugout.
Yeah, the city of Newton, the Legion here, the Newton Rebels, back, been that way forever. I mean, since 2000. So it's a special time. That's what, it's really nice. And to be able to play in this field, I mean, the players all like it. I was talking to some of them beforehand.
This one, he gets a swung on and miss for strike number 3. And that strikeout, that Sluggin Rebel strikeout was sponsored by your Pizza Hut Newton.
Yeah, a little slider action right there, especially against a righty. Lefty against a righty, it breaks in real quick.
Brings up Austin Benoit.
So Austin Benoit is next up to the plate. Benoit this season, 4 at-bats. He got himself a double and a hit.
Seems like makes some nice plays out there in the outfield. Seems like a really good athlete.
So Carroll nicely places that ball right in the strike zone for strike number 1.
Hey, you're watching he's changing up his speeds now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
This pitch trying to get him to swing on the outside ball. Doesn't work. 1-1.
Now they're doing a good job laying off that outside fastball.
So this ball is fouled off towards right field. Seems like we've already improved on the pitch count this year, or this game, compared to
It's going to get better
other
as we
day.
go. I think the guys get used to this mound, too.
So this one's in the dirt for even 2-2 count.
And you're working with the new catchers, and I mean, it's just that's how I look at it. Hitters will start hitting a little better, especially with bats.
Carroll, another outside ball, full count.
That's key. You want to stay in low, your counts. You don't want to get 3-2, 3-1. I mean, all that. Then you start losing your fielders.
So this one's in the dirt for the first walk of the game. This moves Benoit up to first
Benoit draws
with
up
2
a
outs.
ball, brings up
And I've always said this, Jared, as a coach. I mean,
Trevor Kaiser.
when I watch a game, I don't say it to the players, but I mean, if a guy's going to give up a hit or a walk, you want to do it with 2 outs.
Yeah.
You hate doing a leadoff walk because those, especially a leadoff walk, man, they bite you, they get you, and so let's see what happens right here because it's going to take two hits to get them.
Kaiser, number 15, hits it towards the shortstop, who, just a little too late on that.
Again, that grass. I mean, but of course shortstop's playing up. Patton was playing more up the middle anyway, that even if it was a turf, or something like that, it would have got right through there.
And great athleticism by Rowlett.
Yeah.
Doing the splits out there. But wasn't enough.
See, look, situations need one out right now.
C.J. Jarin.
This is the 9-hole right here, so, it's...
Well, he is the 9-hole, but he was the DH the other day while he was pitching. So,
well, I'm sure. Yeah, so you're trying to figure out things. Coach Russell's trying to figure out some consistency in his offense.
Well, no, as the ball gets away from Sorensen and advances the runners pretty easily.
I don't see. I don't understand on that if they just got mixed up or whatever, because basically just a fastball across there.
It seemed like Sorensen was a little bit more towards to the right, and the ball was coming a little left.
But you can't let this happen right now. Now you advance the runners. Now anything, we're talking about with that 2 outs with the runner on first. But, now
you're
look at it.
Fine, but now you got 2 people in scoring position.
You always look at little. It could be a pass ball, little blue pit. So this is key right here.
This ball's a little too high. Ball number 3, 3-0 count. And now as a batter, you got to expect a challenge pitch.
Yeah. You would think he's just going to take one, but we'll see.
3-0 as this ball is outside. It loads the bases.
Yeah, this is not what you want right now, especially when you had 2 outs. That's a low, focus right now. Take a big breath. That's a good job. Now you have Sorensen going out to talk to him, tell him, hey, let's relax, make sure you just come straight at me.
I just can't be a pitcher in this situation where full count, or you have 2 outs and now bases are loaded.
Bases are loaded that quick. Mm-hmm. That's baseball, though. It's that quick because you think, okay, we got it. We'll get out of this inning, but no, all of a sudden you look at and there's bases loaded.
You walk 2 and it's just a nicely placed ball.
And the thing is, guess who's up? Their leadoff hitter. So that's not the situation you want to be.
Colin Glosson now to the plate. Carroll gets a little too low for ball 1. What's nice about this matchup is that it is lefty on lefty, so he has that going for him. But
right now they're going to be selective. He's thrown 5 straight or whatever. So it's 5 straight pitches. So it's like you challenge.
This ball is nicely.
I think I got a little help right there because that was a little high and inside, but
seemed like it was kind of a snug fit at the top of the strike zone.
Yeah.
But we'll take it 1-1. Breaks a cold streak.
Now, like I say, the hitter is looking at something that a good pitch to hit is what he's looking for.
This ball, low and inside. Ball number 2, 2-1 the count.
That's what you were talking about, pitch count. Now you get it up there.
You're getting up. I was praising it earlier for being pretty low. Now we're at 33.
Well, that's the thing. We always talked about our pitch, about being efficient. If you're efficient, you'll stay in the game.
This one is.
That's his pitch that's working right now. It might be the thing that he sticks with right now, just that curve of his.
But, if you keep on throwing it, they're going to notice it. Well, they're going to start turning on it.
But that's the only pitch you're throwing right now. He's thrown, 2 of those in the last how many pitches?
2-2 the count. Carroll looking to end this. Questioning Indians. This ball's hit straight towards Carroll for the easy force out at home.
There you go.
Make the easy play. This will bring up the bottom. Oh, wait.
That's it. Yeah, the fielder's choice.
Yeah, and this will bring up the bottom of the second as the score is still 0-0 with a little scary inning.
Yeah.
But we got out of it.
A little too scary, but like I said, the key part was that he had the 2 outs right at first. If he had walks or whatever, then he'd been in trouble.
And with that, we'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the second. 0-0 is a score as the Rebels are up to hit. Number 7, Drake Gerard, up to the plate. Collins pitches in a called strike 1.
He's a good athlete. He hit 300 there at Centenary, and he's also a pitcher. I mean, just a good athlete.
This ball fouled off towards right.
You know, he doesn't throw real hard, but he just sits there.
Doesn't seem like the best motion, but
yeah,
it's getting the job done.
There's a legend right there. All right, Colonel, how you been?
Pay for my game.
Okay.
What did you want me to do?
This Collins fouls off another ball for strike number 2. I haven't seen too much of Gerard. He was a sub for the first game that we aired, and I didn't show up to the last game. But I'm intrigued. 0-2 the count. This pitch swung on and nicely hit right over the shortstop as Gerard picks up a single. And this will bring up Guerrero, who has been one of my favorite athletes to watch so far. He's pretty athletic out in the field, and he's a pretty good hitter.
That's what he needs.
That's the home schedule. Now batting for the Sluggin Rebels, second baseman Easton Guerrero.
Gerard on first. Collins pitches it inside as Guerrero swings on it, and it hits foul to right field.
Is that one taken? July 2? No. How about that one? Yeah.
Seems like based off the motion of Collins, might be easy for some of the faster players to steal and pick off him. As I say that, Gerard steals for second, and Guerrero hits it towards first as number 26, CJ. CJ Jaron makes a athletic play out to first base to get the first out of the inning.
Since the year 2000. Now batting for the Sluggin Rebels.
As this brings up 21. Rowlett takes strike number 1. Gerard on second, wearing pink shoes. This one's low for ball number 1. 1-1 the count. Interesting to see what Collins does here as he pitches it. Almost down the middle. Hits foul towards right field. And just out of the reach of the first baseman. One and two the count. Collins almost hits. Rowlett makes it 2-1. Or 2-2, sorry. You see Gerard kind of toying with the catcher as this one's hit towards left field, but just ever so foul. This makes it a... Oh, sorry. Makes it a 2-2 count still. As... How did that advance the runner? That is very confusing. Seems like Gerard just got an easy free base by doing nothing. Because now we have a full count, 3-2. That's interesting. This one's hit nicely towards center field, but it's just got two under it. As Guerrero tags up and makes it easy. Could have probably stood up. Makes it easy play at the plate. Scores the first run for the Rebels. Scores now 1-0.
Now batting for the Sluggin Rebels, the right fielder, number 1.
This brings up the 8-hole. Micah. I do not want to mispronounce his name, so I'm going to wait till Carr's back. So takes the first pitch for a ball.
Maybe when he gets tired of it and he wants to move on, but I'm not interested in trying to run a campaign against
Cole almost got some swinging. Doesn't. 2-0.
He remembered me saying that, so he came and asked me, says, hey, I'm getting ready to go. You know, we've talked about a bunch of his friends. They wanted to know if I'd be interested.
Micah swings at this one, but it's foul towards left field.
Yeah.
A lot of foul balls.
That's great. I mean, that's, yeah, because Jim told me, wow, I think it'd be great. It'd be the leadership qualities that we're at.
2-1 the count. 2 outs. This one just gets away from Cole for ball number 3, 3-1. Yes. Micah calls time. 3-1. Just, ooh, Micah thought that was going to be ball 4, but turns it to a full count. 3-2.
Okay, all right, and then I'll get you some stuff for the PA announcements.
Yeah, and I'll let you know if that guy's in.
Pitch, little inside. Micah gets the walk that he wanted earlier, and he moves on to first. As this brings up Tyler Palmer, center fielder. First plate appearance for him.
National anthem.
Greg here, he does the national anthem.
He sings it.
I want to keep the people.
Cole checks. Safe at first. That's what I was wondering to see. How's Cole going to check back players? I'd like to steal. Checks back again. Safe once again. Seems like the game plan is to, if you get on base, try and toy with the position player pitching. As Micah steals, and it's called safe at second. It's a stolen base.
Moment of pride when you're out and you're talking about playing Scott and having a well, my day a semi-pro team, but it's the same thing. Only now you got to tell them.
This ball high. 2-0 the count.
Well, yeah, like I said, I appreciate it because you've been around for all these years. I want you to, I'm glad you're there with us because I know we lost something.
Collins checks back second, steps off the mount. I think this seems like the game plan for the Rebels is trying to toy with the position player. This one's another inside ball for 3 balls. 3-0 the count. This one is called for the first strike, 3-1. 3-1 to count. And Carv is coming back right now.
Yeah, so the colonel there, Tim Martler, good friend of ours. He's been a board member of the Newton Rebels for years, and he's up here and talking about he's going to have a special day here, with the National Guard, and he does some great things out here, and so it's going to be a special day. It's going to be July 2nd.
Okay.
So we'll get him up here, talking, and he's going to do a lot of patriotic things.
As that's called a strike 3. to end the inning. Well, Rebels are on the board.
Not good. Yeah, you have to fill me in because we're visiting right there.
I'll fill you in after we take this break. And welcome back to the top of the third inning. So Chase Green.
Done at first pitch, didn't he?
First pitch swinging.
Wow.
Left fielder. Left fielder gets under that ball.
And give him a chance to talk to him. I mean, first at bat, he's the one that put the ball in play there. Got the base hit. We were debating if it was a base hit or an error, and they didn't give him a hit. So there, it's a
Hayden Helms now playing second.
F7. If you're keeping score there on your scorebook at home. Helms, he was popped up to the shortstop. First at bat.
Takes this one for strike number 1. 1-1.
Lefty.
Helms has, I don't know if he played the last game, but I think this is in the first game. 3 at bats, 2 RBIs, 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 doubles.
That's
pretty good stat line.
Not bad at
compared
all.
to everyone else on the team. 2 on the count. Nicely placed ball for strike number 2. Carroll gets this one to go foul. See how Carroll approaches this one. 2-2 count. This one a little high and inside for a full count. This one just gets away, and he is safe at first.
He was safe? No. All right.
Designated hitter number 8.
Just got away from the catcher.
To bat for Mulvane.
Let's bring up number 8, Cole Collins, the pitcher, as he takes ball 1.
Yeah, Collins grounded out the first inning.
outside pitch for ball number 2, 2-0, with Helms at first after a drop 3 strike.
It's a little late there, honey.
A lot of late balls. You know,
Yeah.
Everyone's hitting it towards right field.
Yeah, that's, and you play your defense a little, maybe a step or two over sometimes, and
Make a play.
well, it depends. I mean, we used to do it. Actually, you get into your shortstop is looking at the, signals. He says, okay, fastball and all that, and you can kind of give a signal to the outfield and tell them. I mean, there's a lot to it that people don't understand.
Mm-hmm. So Carroll gets a little outside for strike number 2. 2-2 the count. Pitch. It seems like it hits him. Hits Collins. Well, let's see.
What?
Is that a hit or was it just a wild pitch?
Pitch.
Seems like it was a wild pitch, which makes it, on my scorecard, full count.
Yeah.
Let's see what the ump says.
Guess not. There's no argument from the
So there wasn't any
Sluggin
argument.
Rebels bench. So
Pitch swung on and hit towards the shortstop. Dalton makes a play to
nice.
route it.
That was nice. Nice play. Came after. He knows he got under the ball. I mean, he got under before it hit the ground. He didn't want it to hit the ground because it might take that hop. And nice strong throw.
That great play in the field was sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000.
It's great seeing the Colonel here, huh? I mean, that's.
Collins gets on, swung on a hit towards Dalton again. He's a little too late on that throw.
And that's the thing. The trouble is, the guys got to realize this.
It's going to slow down.
Well, you got to change your routes.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go back. You can't go like a 45-degree angle with that. Like we talk about the 5-6 hole deep in there, you got to more or less cut it.
Yeah.
You got to come in.
You got to get to the ball a lot quicker.
Right. It's a base hit.
Base hit brings on number 18, Cooper Reeves.
And that's where our guys, they just need to keep adjusting to the field. And it's a little different. I'm here in college, we go. That's why you have in and out. That's why you hit some ground balls or you go roll balls down the line. That's because with coach. I remember my college coach. He'd sit there and roll it down the line to see how it's going to go. Is it going to go foul? Is it going to stay fair? If you do bunts and like this, I don't think anybody does that anymore.
As Carroll gets him swinging on a low pitch in the dirt, makes it 1-1. Carroll's trying looking to strike out Reeves again, like he did in the second inning.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a jam right there. He got out of it.
1-1. So that one's fouled back towards the parking lot. Which we have a lot of people over there for the Little League, or towards our right side for the. We got Little League baseball, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're building a new field. I don't know if you saw the construction out there.
I saw a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, they're building a new field out there.
Oh. This one is
I was
weird.
teasing.
That was a weird foul ball.
I was teasing Mr. Jim about it. I said, "Is that going to be Mr. Jim Williams Field?" I just laughed. No.
1-2. Pitch. Gets him swinging and missing for a strikeout. And
The high fast one right there.
I'll bring up that strikeout sponsored by your Pizza Hut Newton. We'll bring up the bottom of the third. And we'll be right back. And welcome back. We're back at the bottom of the third with the top of the list as Dalton hits it towards the shortstop, Kinstead, and it gets thrown out.
Yeah, I mean, hit it very well right up the middle, but again, that grass kind of held it up for the shortstop to come over there and make that play.
Connor Owens is now to the plate.
Connor struck out looking first inning.
See if he can make up for that strikeout as he fouls it straight towards Carve.
Yeah, I think we'll be ready here for our Pizza Hut delivery here. I wish we could have that right here, don't you?
Yeah, wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, we'll have to do that sometime. I'll have to see if they'll throw in another pizza for us in the press box.
This one catches the outside for strike number 2.
I don't know if Craig and Heidi would be in for that. And Mark over there, get a couple of pizzas up here.
0-2 the count. Owen swings this one, trying to stay alive, fouls it off to right field. Owen so far is having himself a pretty good year. It's only, 4 games in, but
whoa,
pretty solid as he fouls this one back.
Yeah.
Almost strikes out.
Well, he's actually got a couple of home runs, and that was against the first 2 games.
Non-conference.
Yeah, the non-league, and they didn't have their stats and point streak going, and you don't see it on there.
So this one swung on and hit towards right field, and the right fielder, Benoit, makes the play.
Now batting for the Sluggin Rebels, the catcher, number 9. Malin Sorensen.
It gets me, and like I said, I give a tip of the hat to Mulvane, but the whole thing was, you beat a team 16-3 yesterday, and you come out, and I don't know if it just not hitting or whatever, but I mean it's it's only 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what happens is we'll see what happens to stay on the pitcher, and I think they're going to make the adjustments because I don't think Mulvane has the depth, but right now Colin's doing a good job.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really about, technique and everything. As long as you hit a strike, as Sorensen hits it towards shortstop bobbles it.
But let the ball stay right in front of him.
Makes it play at first. Yep. And that will bring up.
That's a 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, and that'll bring up the top of the 4th with the Rebels still up 1-0. And we'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the fourth. And it's Austin Benoit.
Austin Benoit.
Almost said Chris.
Yeah, I don't think his parents probably watching and appreciate that right now, but it is Austin, and he's the 7th batter in the lineup. Lead off right now, so we'll see what. And if, he had a walk the first time at bat.
Got to third. Ultimately didn't score as he swings at strike one.
Yeah, that's when we thought they might, the big inning right there because they had the bases loaded. And Carroll, he was having a little trouble. But he got out of it. I mean, that's the thing.
Benoit hits this towards center field. It seems like it might be, almost seemed like it might be over the center fielder's head, Palmer. Yeah. But he
was like he was doing a little dance out there,
wasn't
he? It was kinda...
Set his feet and got under it for out number one.
Third baseman, number 15, Trevor Kaiser.
Let's bring with third baseman, Trevor Kaiser.
Like I said, he does a great job out there, and it's those balls that are hit right at you. Those are the tough ones.
Sluggin Rebels on Twitter, at Newton Rebels on Instagram. Like us on our Facebook page and our website.
Kaiser, second inning, he had a base hit. When they loaded the bases.
Kind of scary because he gave up a hit and everyone else he walked.
Yeah.
So he takes strike one.
And it's amazing. Pitching's tough. I mean, it's you be in a groove. You could be in a groove for 5 innings and all of a sudden you lose it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I don't know. It's believe me, I've been trying to work with pitchers, most of my career and as a college and then summer. I mean. Coach, and you're sitting there going, okay, you're doing great. Then all of a sudden you lost it. What were you thinking? That's trouble you probably were thinking.
Carroll gets a little outside, for ball number 1. 1-2 the count. But I mean, it seems like it's been a pretty even game. As it's towards the second baseman, Guerrero makes a play to Rowlett.
Guerrero, like I said, that's a guy, young man, we're definitely impressed with. Just out of high school.
CJ Jaron, the 9th hole, now to the plate, who walked earlier.
Number 26, CJ Jarman.
See, you got to hold up. See, you have to come after it. He did a great job. He came after it, kept the glove right under the ball.
Got aggressive, yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
As Dalton makes the play to Rowlett for the easy out to end the inning.
1, 2, 3 innings. That's what you want.
That's what you want.
But not on our side. we want those long innings, hitting the ball around.
This will bring up the bottom of the 4th inning with the score 1-0 in favor of the Rebels. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the 4th as the Rebels are up batting, and they're up 1-0. Card, what you think about this game so far?
Well, right now, I mean, it's been good pitching. Just right now, I just waiting for the Sluggin Rebels to break out on the hitting part of it.
So that'll be called for strike number 1.
And I think the second time around, once you go through the second time around and facing a pitcher, I think you start making adjustments. You should. And by the third time, you definitely need to, if you're a really good hitter.
So Cody Moore smashes towards left field.
Whoa.
Left fielder bobbles the ball as Moore's pushing towards second.
Well,
as that ball gets past him, too. But Moore will keep his position at second. So that would count for an error.
That's an error.
Mulvane.
But, I mean, the ball got up there, and it might have been tough to see. I don't know, in this sky right there. He looked like he wasn't really sure on it.
That's like, this time of day, I don't know if you can, you can kind of see on the live stream, the midday where it's like sunset. That's like the worst time to get a ball hit towards line
and
drive
great,
towards you.
with the ball and everything, the lights.
Because the clouds are going to be matching in.
But see, need to move them over. Keep adding on.
Great position. Yeah, that ball's outside for ball number 1.
Yeah, Gerard last time got lit off the second with a base hit. So
Gerard with a run.
And I always look for it. He gets on the right side. Get him over.
And this is perfect position for the Rebels. You got a man on second with 0 outs.
Yeah. That's what you look for.
It's all two deep fly balls, and you got to score.
It's coaching. I've been to conventions and all. Listen to some of the best coaches.
As Gerard hits this towards left field. Left fielder,
Whoa.
as this one's a home run.
Forget moving to the right side. I'm moving it over to the left field fence. Great job, Gerard.
Home run for Drake Gerard, who's having himself a night with an RBI, and now 2 runs scored.
2 RBIs, yep. That's what we were talking about, ready for them to start going. Second time around, start making some adjustments to this pitcher. You kind of know what he's going to throw, and he was ready for it. He was ready for that fastball.
That was our first home run of the home season.
The home season, yes.
Home season. This will bring up Ethan Guerrero. This ball kind of gets away from Collins for ball number 1.
Now what you want is Guerrero to get on anyway. Like now he's a leadoff hitter. That's how you look at it. Okay, you're a leadoff hitter now. Get on base because nobody's on, no outs.
Guerrero hits this one towards the second baseman Kaiser, who makes the play at first for the first out of the inning.
He just kind of rolled over on that one right there.
The first baseman, number 21, Great Rowlett.
Ground out. Second inning, so that's good. That home run, man, that barely cleared, too.
I thought, the catcher was pointing up to the sky like, easy pop-up. And that's what I thought, too. But nope, it carried and went about probably like 335, I'd say.
Yeah. It's like you and I were talking about this ballpark, the regulation, 330, 390, 330. I mean, so you got to hit the ball well, especially when you have a wood bat. You got to hit in that sweet spot.
Got to crush it, yeah. 1-1 the count for
Rowlett. Good play by the third baseman. Just went off his glove. Good dive. It's a base hit.
Heck of an effort, but
yeah.
I don't know if he was still going to make the play even if he had the ball.
No, you don't. I think he would.
That's a tough play to make.
Yeah. But I like to see it. I like seeing uniforms dirty.
Mm-hmm. Washing them, but
don't need to see that like in Major League Olay type stuff. Who was the third baseman in that? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And the guys get dirty, man. Dive.
1-0 count for Micah. As Collins checks Guerrero or Rowlett first.
And Micah got that RBI and put us on the board there. The sac fly.
1 out. As Micah tries a bunt.
It's great thinking right there. He had the third baseman back. He would have had. Mm-hmm. If he does that, he would have had it easy. I like seeing that because that's
smart baseball.
Yeah, well, it's whatever it takes to win, and that's what I always try to tell you. Whatever it takes to win, and guys, they don't want to bunt. They rather
get stats.
But their stats usually are negative because it's a long fly ball, and
so this one gets away from the first baseman, and Rowlett.
He can go to third.
Will round second.
See, that's tough. That's what you and I were talking about the other day. I said you're sitting there picking over there, and if you make a bad throw, there's nobody backing him up.
Mm-mm. That is about good. Like we said last time, we thought it was about 20 yards.
Yeah.
In between, so you got to run another 20 yards, and that's going to be easy easy 2 stolen bases.
Oh, yeah. That's
So now it's prime position
Yeah.
for the Rebels once again with
But-
Micah.
Yeah, so Mike has a situation for another sac fly. That's awesome when you have a runner on third, less 1 out, less than 2 outs, and drive the ball.
2 on the count. Micah takes the outside pitch.
So this should be his count right here. Now he's looking for 1 spot.
I think Micah is looking for an inside. He hasn't swung at any outside pitches, so if I would assume he's going to probably swing an inside pitch, like I said right there.
That was ball 4, but that's a tough. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Sometimes
He was looking for it and he saw it, but
yeah, but you gotta. It's like I always. It's like softball size. I mean, it's got to be right down there, and then you can just swing the heck out of it. But
full count. Micah
there you get
hits
the
this
run in.
towards first, but hits the run in. Rowlett scores.
Second RBI.
Second RBI. I mean, yeah, he's
There we go.
4-0 for the Rebels.
Yep. Just keep adding on what we're talking about. Just keep adding on.
And this is also a great spot. Now you got the 9-hole coming in with 2 outs. I mean, if he gets out, he gets out, and now you're back up at the top of the order.
There you go.
Dalton hits it towards left field, gets over to third baseman. Dalton's about halfway towards second as he comes back.
That's Palmer right there. He, the thing is, he had a couple hits yesterday, so maybe he's starting to warm up like we talked about with the wood bats.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice. And with his speed right here, don't be surprised if we see him taking off. It's a great time right there. You got the leadoff guy up. You got him right there. If he gets a base hit or something, who knows? He could score maybe, if he hits a gap.
So now Dalton Patton, the leadoff, is back up to the plate.
See, you get the runner going. See that? That's what they're doing. It's called a run and hit. You get the runner in motion. Boom, base hit. I used to love that. I like that better than hit and runs because you get the runner going. And if you hit a gap, it's instant score. Hit and runs are tough. I mean, when you do hit and runs, because you got to execute. You got to put the ball on top, stay on top of it.
Collins throws it a little bit outside, and
whoa, he got it.
Amazing play by the catcher Reeves.
Yeah, caught stealer right there. That's
out in the inning.
2-6.
I'll bring up the top of the 5th. 4-0 for the Rebels as we head into the top of the 5th, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the 5th inning as the Rebels are up 4-0 on the Mulvane Patriots. And it was kind of a messy inning for the Patriots, last half inning at least. They had a couple throwing errors, advanced some runners, but they're looking to bounce back. This one is a little outside for ball number 1.
Colin Glosson, the starting hitter for the Mulvane Patriots.
Colin Glosson
Gillig,
up to
center fielder.
1-0.
It's not here.
Takes an outside pitch for 2-0. And
Whoa.
Colin hits it straight towards the pitcher, but that play was made by number 11. That would be Dalton.
Dalton Patton.
That great play at the field was sponsored by Carl Hodges and family.
That great play at the field was sponsored by Carl Hodges and
Lawson, I
family.
mean, he had already seen him hanging his head. I mean, he hit hard. Just what else can you do? You know.
Seems like we have a pitching change as well. I didn't notice.
Okay, yeah, we have here.
Number 21. Is that 21? 51.
Yeah, 51 right here. It is Alex Gillig,
Gillig. Yeah.
right-hander from. He's right here from Valley Center, brother of Zach Gillig, and he's going to Pratt Community College.
1-1 the count, as this pitching change was sponsored by Pizza Hut Newton. No one out Pizza's the Hut. Interested in seeing what the brother does of a already pretty good pitcher.
Yeah, well, he's young. You know, that's the whole thing. They wanted to play together and play ball together, and never have been on the same team, and this is the opportunity for him. And like I said, he has a good arm.
2-1, gets a perfect ball on the inside corner for strike number 2. 2-2 the count.
Don't think the guys that we have, some of these guys just out of high school, even playing in this collegiate league. I mean, I'm pretty impressed.
2-2 gets Chase.
Oh, I just got it.
Oh, just a foul ball.
Yeah.
Well, Chase was swinging at nothing. 2-2 the count with 1 out. Seems like Chase made it earlier with an error.
Strike 3
This
right
one's
there, outside
perfect.
fastball.
Perfectly placed by Sorensen as well. Got to give credit to the pitcher on that one, too. So that strikeout was sponsored by your Pizza Hut Newton.
Right there.
And we got 2 outs. Now this will bring up Hayden Helms, second baseman,
Number 12, Hayden Helms to bat for Mulvane.
who walked earlier, and
I was going to tell you on Kendra Carroll, he ended up 4 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. No earned runs.
1-1 the count.
It's not bad.
Gillig pitches it nice and right down the middle for strike number 2. One, 2 count. Is that one? Gets called for a ball.
Yeah, Helms flew out to shortstop and had a walk earlier. His 2 previous at-bats.
I think Gillig tried to get him to swing at that high one, but it was a little too high and got past Sorensen for a full count now.
He's got to be pretty excited to be out here. Got a hold of that one pretty good, though.
Hits it and is just misplayed and miscalculated by Owens.
Just got the ball up a little right there in the fastball. Again, though, 2 outs. If you're going to if you could choose when you could give up a hit, that's it right there. You know?
But it does suck that ends up as a double for Hayden Helms.
But you have Collins. Collins, he grounded out to second, grounded out to short earlier.
Everything's looking good in Alex's favor.
Yeah, let's get out of this inning.
Righty versus righty. This one's nicely placed right down the middle for strike number 1.
Collins from Centenary College in Louisiana.
Gillig gets him a swing. Foul ball.
You know, he had a good job. I mean, he gave up a home run out in Wellington. You know, it's not a big park, but I was talking to his dad about it, and I said, well, it's a good experience for him, though, because he's learning.
Get used to it, yeah.
Yeah,
So this one gets away from Sorensen. It seemed like he kind of forgot that. Someone's on second, then he finally does, and he started to hustle. As that would advance Helms.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, being a catcher, you know, but that's the toughest thing. You know, you can't let the ball get past you. You got to be ready to block it. You got to don't get in a comfort zone as a catcher. You got to think every pitch is going to be bad, and that's what happens when it happens. And all of a sudden, the runner advances.
1-2.
Unless you're getting crossed up. I mean, in other words, if I'm calling a off-speed pitch, all of a sudden he throws a fastball.
You're not going to be,
Yeah, you know, because you're mentally ready for that off-speed.
Ready to wait for it and not really
Right.
chase anything.
But I like to see young Alex get out of this because he's learning right now, especially in the college level. I mean, collegiate level.
It's probably going to be more high scoring in college than, say, here.
There you go.
Because he gets a swinging strike 3.
And Sorensen and him working well together right there. And 2 strikeouts.
And with that strikeout, sponsored by your Pizza Hut of Newton, that'll bring up the bottom of the 5th inning as the Rebels are still up 4-0. We'll be right back.
So who is it?
And welcome back to the bottom of the 5th as number 11, that would be Dawn Patton, top of the leadoff hitter, takes ball 1. So this one kind of gets almost hits Dawn, but moves away for ball number 2. It's been a pretty easygoing game for the Rebels as Dawn takes the outside strike. 2-1 the count. But yeah, this has been a pretty easy game for the Rebels. You know, just don't overdo anything. Just play your game, and I think they'll win. As he takes the high ball, 3-1. Dawn's just waiting He gets what he wants. He gets a walk. Dahl moves to first.
Now batting for Newton, the left fielder, number
This will bring
12,
up
Connor
number
Owens.
12, Connor Owens. And I forgot I overlay the scoreboard. My apologies. Collins hits it and nicely gapped in between left field and center as Dalton Patton comes in to score.
That double was sponsored by Midway Motors of Newton, your trusted
As
GMC and Buick
that double
for every mile
by Connor Owens was sponsored by Midway Motors of Newton, your trusted GMC and Buick dealership for every mile of life. Midway Motors of Newton. My apologies. But what a great piece of batting for Connor Owens. As he gets a score and a run. Let's see what the catcher Bailey Sorensen has. As they have a little mountain views visit. But yeah, like I said, pretty easy going game. Just play your game, and I think the Rebels would come out with this and winning. Sorensen takes the pitch for strike number 1. As Sorensen gets ready. This pitch, and he just gets a little under it as it's fouled towards the catcher. And Connor Reeves makes a play to get Sorensen out for out number 1. This will bring up Cody Moore, 25, who last time got on base for an error and eventually scored.
Cody Moore.
So let's see what Moore has to offer. Takes the first pitch inside for ball number 1. Moore swings, foul ball towards the parking lot. Hopefully that does not hit my car. But we can only pray. One. Get some swing in for 1-2.
Yeah, the guy is smart. Just pull that.
Oh, this one is just a wild pitch towards the back of the plate. As that wild pitch will advance. Sorensen. So, Carr's back with me. So, Dalton got walked. Everything should just be moved over to the 5th. Yeah. As we have a 2-2 count for Cody Moore. And Sorensen popped up to the catcher. There's that for you.
Okay, there you go.
The scorecards, my bad.
It's one thing we're trying to work with him, folks.
Moore stays alive for 2-2 count. As he gets a called strike 3 on a perfectly laid inside ball by Collins.
The third baseman, number 7,
Drake Gerard up to the bat. He's having himself a pretty good night. He's making himself a pretty good candidate. Player of the game. As previous bat, Cody Moore, he struck out.
Okay.
As
We're doing that GM stuff. You know, we got the big pizza here.
Finally came.
Finally I came. You guys running a little late. I mean, it happens, you know, deliveries.
This one's fouled back.
And right after this inning, we'll be presenting that pizza. So. I know you wish it's your number, right?
Yeah. 0-2 count.
I'll talk to him. I'll talk to the guy. And, you know, and say, hey. We get hungry up here.
Yeah, I like to eat before I come here, but
while you're doing it right, I guess, whatever it takes.
1-2 count for Gerard. This one swung on a hit towards the gap in center and right field as the right fielder.
Whoa, makes a
that
catch.
Would be Benoit, who makes an amazing sliding catch on those beautiful outfields. And now in the inning for the Newton Rebels. This brings up the top of the sixth. A score of 5-0 Rebels in favor. And we'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the sixth inning. Is where
now batting for the Mulvane Patriots,
number 6,
the shortstop, Noah
Kinstead is back up to the plate. Takes ball number 1. And he takes the next pitch and swings it towards foul, right field. 1-1 the count. Let's get us. Alex Gillig has pitched himself a pretty good night so far. Gets him for swing and strike, 1-2. Previous pitcher Carroll ended with 4 innings pitch as Gillig gets the strike 3 swinging, or strike 3 looking. As that strikeout was sponsored by your Pizza Hut noon. I'm like overthinking right now.
And up to bat for Mulvane, number 18, the catcher, Cooper Reeves.
Cooper Reeves up to the plate. This one's nicely hit towards Dolan. Dolan throws a little over first baseman. It's Reeves. Gets on second. Gets a second with an error by Dalton.
Don't forget, if you or your business would like to become a sponsor for the Sluggin Rebels, stop by and talk to Mr. Jim, our hospitality director at the front gate. We'd love to have you as a sponsor of the Sluggin Rebels baseball program this summer.
I was going to say, Gillig's pitching himself a pretty nice game.
Yeah.
1 out, runner on second. This one's taken for ball 1.
Austin Benoit to bat.
Benoit, he's a walk, a fly ball. He hit it hard, hit it well, hit it hard.
This one's low called strike. 1-1 the count. Wall gets ready. Hits this one towards third baseman.
Nice
but
play there by the coach.
Fouled off.
You know, it's the kind of situation on that play there, the shortstop throwing the ball. It's like sometimes, you know, especially in this grass, it's going to slow it up. You got to look at the runner. If he's a fast guy, it's better just to eat the ball because he was way deep.
As he hits this towards second, gets past him. Right fielder,
Look, see,
Micah, misreads it.
I don't know what we're doing there.
Now Sorensen gets the easy out at home.
I don't know what they're doing. I mean, it was one of a play where
Reeves just went head first into first, trying to make that diving play. Was that play at the plate?
Yeah, before he threw it in, you know, missed the cutoff, or at least going home.
Always ready, always there.
And then you look at it, and he had Sorensen throwing it to second, and he was running. He just kept running, and
What a confusion.
yeah,
Got the out.
Got the out. That's the thing.
That play at the plate was sponsored by Colonel Tim Mahler, right?
Yep, you just made it tonight.
Family in honor of the Kansas National Guard. Your home team, always ready, always there. So this one gets called for a strike.
So that was a base hit, and then it was a 9-2-6. Okay, and then right 9-2-6-2.
Yeah. So this one's hit just a little over the pitcher's head. But second baseman, Guerrero, makes the easy play.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot at 9. I mean, it was a 9, 2 to the catcher, shortstop, back home, 9-2-6-2. Can't say in my career I've seen that too much.
As that ground out to Guerrero in the inning for the Mulvane Patriots. And we'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the 6th. as number 35, Ethan Guerrero, is up to the plate.
Yeah, Guerrero's 0 for 2 right now. He grounded out twice.
Collins still on the mound. Throws a ball a little outside.
Yeah, they definitely, they're pitchers. I mean, but it's what you and I were talking about. Guys' arms should be in pretty decent shape. Now, we don't know how much they've been through in the spring.
Yeah. As Guerrero pops this one up towards the shortstop,
Yeah, he just dropped his hands right there.
As Ken said, makes a easy play. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of interesting, you know, I've never really seen, I'm used to MLB where it's like, you pitch 4 or 5 innings. Unless you're pitching really good, you play the whole game, but you usually get subbed out no matter how good you're doing. This one, they're just going to probably pitch.
And his pitch count's not too bad.
It's not bad.
You know.
So he lays that one in for a strike.
That's the one thing. I mean, you had the one bad inning. If you look at the 4 runs, he's done pretty well. I mean, they've helped out. They had the 1, 2, 3.
Rowlett hits this one towards center field, but it's just a little too under it.
Yeah. The fly balls, they definitely help, so it's.
As Glosson makes that play out in center field. As the night gets a little darker and darker. Says there's supposed to be thunderstorms around 9:30.
Well, hopefully we get this done. Dvorak 0 for 1. He did have the sac fly, scored the first run for us. But he also has grounded out.
Grounded out, another sacrifice, yeah.
It's good to get those RBIs.
So he takes that ball for a ball.
Great to see the young lady that won the pizza.
So this, as Micah hits this right into the gap of the triangle of second, center, and right field for a base hit.
Base hit. Got Palmer up. And Palmer had that big hit. I mean, the last time up, struck out the first time. Like I said, he's been coming on. Like I said, I watched him yesterday, that double, I believe, and had a couple of hits yesterday down there in Mulvane. So, hopefully he gets that back going. We know he has the defense.
Palmer tries to get a quick one on him and fouls this one off towards left field.
I mean, the biggest key, somebody asked me the other day about, hitting, and I said, you got to get a good pitch to it. I mean, it's just real simple. If you're swinging, I say, oh, that's good to be aggressive, but if you're break down the mechanics because you're not swinging the good pitches.
Oh, on the count.
See, look at that.
As he hits this one right in front of the
See, look how fast
fielder.
he is.
As he's going to get a stand-up double.
Yep.
As that double was sponsored by Midway Motors of Newton, your trusted GMC and Buick dealership for every mile of life. Midway Motors of Newton.
Now you have the top of the lineup.
Looking nice with still have 2 outs, but it's top of the line.
The thing is, Pat he gets on base. He's had 2 walks and a strikeout and a ground out.
Pat takes his high ball for a ball.
But he's got a great situation right here for 2 RBIs, and you got a speed guy. So I mean, if anything's in the outfield,
if you get a little gapper, everyone's scoring. As he hits this one towards the second
baseman.
Tough. And it's going to be a close play, and he's going to be called out.
Wow.
Great effort by Patton. It looked like he was safe, but
I've been one of those that doing the.
Not going to argue those.
If we had the cameras, we'd be, sitting there going, hey, rinse and replay, whatever replay.
Got to run up here.
Yeah. That was good.
That's good hustle. Is that good play by the second baseman, Helms? Helms made that play.
It was Helms.
Will in the inning and will be at the top of the 7th with the Rebels up 5-0. We'll be back. And welcome back to the top of the 7th. So we have a new pitching change. Number 18, Carson Heen, I think, H-E-I-N, from Tabor College. He stands 5'10", 115, from Lebo, Kansas. This pitching change is sponsored by your Pizza Hut noon. Knowing how pizza's the Hut. 2-0 count. Make that 3-0. Carson with the pitch. Gets him for a strike. I believe. Or is it 28? I thought I saw 18. I think it's 18. Yeah, it's 18.
Okay.
There we go.
It's hard to tell up here. Carson Hine.
As he gets a swinging strikeout.
There you go.
Strikeout was sponsored by your Pizza Hut noon.
For you to win some money right now, grab those red tickets. Red ticket time. Half of the money stays with the Sluggin Rebels, half goes to you. Ticket number 428-1143.
Number 5, top of the order, Glosson.
Glosson, couple of groundouts, 6 threes.
A little outside for ball number 1.
Our hospitality director, Mr. Jim, has your $20 winnings. 428-1143. Congratulations.
Carson Heen gets a swing strike call, make it 1-1. The pitch. Swung a hit right back to the pitcher. It makes it easy. Oh, almost scary.
Wow.
Almost scary play.
Great
at
athletic
first
play, though.
by Rowlett.
That great play in the field was sponsored by Colonel Hodges and family. The Rebel tradition continues since the year 2000.
As that great play was sponsored by Carl Hodges and family, the Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000.
Oh.
Clean count for Chase Green as he swings at this one for strike number 1. Patriots need to get something going.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
As he just looks at a low strike for strike number 2.
Yeah, Chase Green had the base hit in the first inning. The E7, and then a strikeout, backward K. Let's see what he does this time.
He chases after an outside pitch, and luckily he fouled it.
Yeah, he reached for that one, didn't he? It's being aggressive.
0-2 count. Heen looks to, this inning pretty unscathed. So this one's kind of a wild pitch, gets by Sorensen.
The winner of tonight's 50-50 drawing is Mr. Reese Martinez.
1-2 count.
Congratulations to him. He wins $20 for tonight.
So this one's hit towards first
Nice
baseman.
play. There
Makes
you
a
go.
play. Rowlett,
Left fielder Chase
who's
Green.
made 2 big plays already. As we will
No hits, nobody left.
head to the bottom of the 7th,
The sixth, or the seventh rather.
as the Rebels are up 5-0. And we'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the 7th inning with the Rebels up to bat. Score 5-0.
The left fielder leads us off in the bottom half of the
Connor Owens takes the first pitch for a ball. This one swung back directly at me. Would have hit me in the cojones if I was not behind a ton of walls. 1-1 the count. Perfectly placed pitch by Collins, who's still out there pitching. Who's actually pitch count wise, he's pitching pretty well. Only 62 pitches have been thrown by him. So he gets Owens to chase, or not really chase, but get him to try and turn on that striking 3 call for out number 1. As this will bring up the catcher, Balin Sorensen, who flied out last time. To the catcher as he swings in the dirt for strike number 1. Swings at a high pitch at strike number 2. Oh, 2. So this gets called a ball. 1-2 in the count. 1-2 to count. 1 out. Collins gets Sorensen to swing and a pitch towards left field. And this one is gone. Oh. Foul ball. Man, did he crush that?
long foul ball.
Wow. That one was almost long and gone towards left field. Someone gets called for a ball. 2-2 the count. And Sorensen draws a walk. I had the ball count wrong. It's on me. Sorensen moves it first. After a almost home run foul ball, still ends up on base.
Pitch, correction, courtesy runner for the Sluggin Rebels. Out on first base, number 6, Jack Bell. No courtesy runners here. Oh, it's not.
Cody Moore is up to the plate. Fouls this one away for strike number 1. This one's a little outside for ball number 1.
Batting for the Sluggin Rebels, the designated hitter, Cody Moore.
It's on Saturday, we have a special barbecue pork sandwich.
1-1 count for Cody Moore. Struck out last time, looking to bounce back. As Sorensen takes off and oh, actually, that's not Sorensen. That is.
Who is it?
I think that's number 6.
Be Jack Bell.
Bell, yeah. Jack Bell subbed in for Sorensen as a pinch runner.
There's Bill. Stolen base.
So this one's a little too inside for Cody Moore. Picks up ball 3. 3-1 the count. Full count. Swings it back.
Coming up this Saturday night in the concession stand, one of our wonderful sponsors of Newton Rebel Baseball, Connie Miller, is going to be having some barbecued pulled pork sandwiches available in our concession stand coming up on Saturday night.
Cody Moore
at
hits
our
this
home game
towards
with
center
Derby.
as Clausen makes the easy out. And that out will bring up the runner, or sorry, the hitter.
Up next for the
Drake-
Sluggin Rebels,
Drake
third
Gerard.
baseman, number 7, Drake Gerard.
He's had himself a pretty good night.
Mark, did they donate that money back on 50/50?
No,
This one's called for a strike.
Yeah, but it's Connie.
Huh?
She has 5
Yeah,
kids. I said, just keep it.
For sure.
She wanted to.
1-1. Or sorry. Now it's 1-1. 1-1 the count. 2 outs. Gerard's looking to do something here. Collins pitches it. Gets right in the gap between second and first. This will score the pinch runner, Bell. And we'll make it a Rebel 6-0 lead.
Now batting for the Sluggin Rebels, second baseman number 35, Easton Guerrero.
Gerard is looking like the prime candidate for player of the game.
yeah. I was going to say.
Pinch runner Jack Bell scored for
2
him.
runs,
3 hits.
2 runs, 3 hits, and he's got a single. Ethan Guerrero to the plate, takes strike number 1.
Don't forget, coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll pick our player of the game, sponsored by Bethel College, your hometown college. We are the Threshers.
This one's a little high, and that's just enough to move Guerrero to second. So we can add Guerrero. and
Guerrero.
Give him a second stolen base.
Yep. And Gerard.
Oh, Gerard.
That's right.
That's what I was wondering.
I didn't want to say anything.
Sorry, yeah. Gerard's actually pinch running for Guerrero.
We just want to see if our fans are out there watching. You know? Make sure they're paying attention. I know what you're doing. Right?
Oh, yeah. Geez, I've lost track. I thought Guerrero was at first.
Yep, Guerrero.
Guerrero's on
And
the
a stolen
plate.
base, so. Gerard.
That's Guerrero. There we go. Guerrero fouls it off towards right field for a 2-2 count. Guerrero swings, and this one's hit
Whoa.
towards the second baseman. Makes a good play and makes the
No.
out at first, but
Good hustle there.
Gerard decides to take off for
he
home.
just kept
and he's
going.
Easily safe.
Drake Gerard comes home to score for the Sluggin Rebels.
And Guerrero does get an RBI.
And Guerrero is actually safe at first.
Yep.
First baseman number 21, Gray Rowland.
You got him an RBI.
Got an RBI, and that'll count as an error towards the Patriots. So Gray Rowlett to the plate. Well, outside for ball 1. I have so far 5 combined errors for both teams. Hasn't been the previous game, but
No.
we're up 7-0.
That's it. That's what we need right there.
Collins, nice pitch for strike number 1. Guerrero is safe at first. Rowlett hits it. Little. Oh, it looked like he
Yeah,
just got
barely. Yeah.
Popped it up just a little too much
Just a little too much air on it.
for the left fielder Green to make the play to end the inning.
It's a good inning, though.
As we head into the top of the 8th, as the Sluggin Rebels scored 2 to make a 7-0 lead against the Mulvane Patriots. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the 8th inning as the Patriots look for something to get going. I mean, they do have 5 hits, but they also have 3 errors. It's not looking too bright for the Patriots, but you can always turn it around.
Yeah, I mean,
You got 2 more innings of baseball.
you never give up. I mean, you don't know. You just get sometimes you just need that one big inning to get right back into it. I mean, right now, I like our chances.
Yeah. I mean, 7-0 is tough to come back, but it's never say never.
Yeah.
As this one is called for a strike.
And what's good about it, the depth that you and I were talking about that we see with this Sluggin Rebels, probably more than teams previously the last few years, is that, you get some guys like somebody gets in trouble. He's got some other guys out there that can
back him up.
Yeah, just get them loosened up and get ready and get in there. And what I really like, the guys throwing strikes. I mean, mostly. I mean, that's a key right there.
Mm-hmm. Heen looks at a 2-1 count. Oh, inside. Ball 3, 3-1 count.
Helms is the guy that did receive one of the walks that Sluggin Rebels pitching staff gave up. There wasn't that many.
3-1. This one swung on. 3-2. Full count.
And then 3 walks for the team.
So he's staying alive with a foul ball.
So you think we'll get this game in all right before that storm you predicted there?
Hope so.
No. So do I.
What's good is that we're home, so
Yeah,
might save us a half
nice.
an inning. This one
Nice.
swung on a miss for a called strike 3. As that strikeout was sponsored by your Pizza of Newton. No one out pizzas the hut.
Yeah, Hine looking pretty good right there. It's some good pop right there, and he's mixing it up.
For sponsoring the strikeouts from our Newton pitching staff.
Cole Collins, right now he's 0 for 3.
I feel like his arms are pretty warmed up. He's ready to
Yeah,
ready to swing. He's throwing out.
So he's throwing some pitches.
He's thrown out 84 so far.
Yeah,
So he takes ball 1 in the dirt.
which isn't terrible. I mean,
It's
going
not
this
bad.
this many innings.
It's on pace. kind of shocking, even though he's gave up 7 runs.
Yeah.
With only one being a home run as he hits this one
See how that
straight
grass,
towards first base. You saw that the ball,
Yeah.
kind of slowed.
3 unassisted.
As Rowlett was able to make the play at first. But yeah, you saw that. It looked like it was traveling fast, and then it slowed it right towards the end.
Continuing since the year 2000. Coming up, we'll pick that player
He's
of
pitched
the
himself a
game.
pretty good day.
Yeah, let's just count the CMA strikeouts right now.
We are the Threshers. We'll have the player of the game coming up at the end of tonight's game.
6 strikeouts.
Oh, this one's a wild pitch
Wow.
over
Sorry, pitcher, we're not playing.
Kinstead's head.
Yeah, Kinstead right there he's 1 for 3 with a base hit. Strikeout and line drive. Hit a hard line drive right at a center fielder earlier.
That was another wild pitch. Kind of yanked his arm too much down.
Yeah.
Didn't really release the ball right. 2-0 the count. 2 outs.
Well, it's just your rhythm, your tempo, and get out of sync a little.
So he hits this one towards Guerrero, and Guerrero
Safe.
kind of throws it a little too high
So
for
that's an E4.
Rowlett. So that'll be, like you said, E4. Kinstead's at first. 2 outs. Nothing to really worry about.
Yeah, no, right? Yeah, see, that's what's nice when you have a lead and you do make errors or something like that, or
You got room
you
for
get bad
mistake.
bounce or whatever, but you got that padding. You got, and when you're in close games all the time, let's say it's a 3-2 game, that situation like right there could affect you. But again, it's 2 outs like we talked about, so.
He has number 18. Cooper Reeves swinging at the first pitch. Foul back for a strike.
Yeah, and he's he was 1 for 3, had the base hit in there on the throw, deep in the 5-6
2
over deep.
strikeouts on him.
But 2 strikes, yep.
Whew.
So now he's 0-2.
Pretty low strike call, but I'll take it.
It's going to be interesting to see if he's just going to come after him or try to maybe throw something away.
We'll see right now. Ian gets him on the inside, pops it up towards the third baseman.
Yeah, that's a underhand right
close
there.
Close catch by Drake Gerard.
The ball might have been moving like knuckling or something.
So that will end the inning for the Patriots. And we'll move on to the bottom of the 8th with the score 7-0. We'll be right back. And welcome back as we enter the bottom of the 8th with a pitching change sponsored by your Pizza Hut of Newton. No one out pizzas the Hut as the right fielder Benoit comes in to pitch the possible final inning for the Mulvane Patriots.
And Benoit, another good athlete.
Let's see.
We've got Dvorak.
Fork up.
He's had a pretty good day, too. I mean, he's, what, 1 for 3? 1 for 2. Don't count sack flies. So, I mean, but he has 2 RBIs.
2 RBIs, yeah.
Yep.
Looks nicer on the scorecard than it does here.
Yeah.
This one's popped up towards the shortstop as he makes the routine out. Kinstead. 1 out.
The right fielder, Micah Dvorak, flies out. Brings up our center fielder, number 17,
Tyler Palmer,
Tyler Palmer.
who's had a interesting game.
Yeah, I mean, he's come on and had the last 2 hits.
He's doing
2
his job.
Yeah. Made some good defensive plays. University of Nebraska. I mean, that's a good school, of course, and Big Red. And
So he swings at the first pitch. Oh, 1 count.
He is from Columbus, Nebraska.
Swings at the.
Have you been there?
I've not been to Nebraska. I've been to Green
okay.
Bay. I've
Wow.
been further away than.
Then Nebraska.
Yeah.
It's over the border. Someday you might. Someday you might be
Yeah,
there. And
probably
then you'll be thinking of Tyler Palmer.
Sounds inside for ball 1. 1-2. Count.
Yeah, I like what he's got, with the wheels. He's fast and it's good arm, good defense.
Palmer looks at a low ball. Interested to see.
He's making some adjustments as a hitter. I know the first couple was, and like you and I were talking about, how much is that as the wood bat? So
he swings this one towards left field. Left fielder gets under it and drops it for a foul ball. He gets a lucky little break.
yeah,
That's dropped by Green.
yeah, you could tell he's kind of tentative when he was running after that. Like I said, you get the lights or whatever too, so it's a different situation. I know
that's
people,
a tough play. I mean,
yeah, what people think,
Either way.
why do you drop that? That's easy. Well, it's not that when you're running full blast and
but it is a break, as
Yeah.
a hitter.
oh yeah, you go okay.
Feel a
Then,
little
then,
relieved.
then you follow up. Usually, what happens, you get the base hit here, which we hope Mr. Palmer does.
Palmer
Yep.
strikes out, swinging.
I was hoping.
At least he was swinging. He didn't get caught looking.
Yeah. No, he's swinging. Just missed it.
The shortstop, number 11, Dalton.
We're back at the top of the order with Dalton Patton.
Yeah, Patton's.
He's got himself. He's been able to hit
Yeah.
almost every inning except for
Well, that's.
maybe 2.
He's 1 for 3. And he has 2 walks.
So he takes ball 1.
That's good leadoff, getting on base. I mean, you look at it. So he's been on 1 for 3, and so it's 3 for 5.
Dalton looks at a 2-0 count.
I mean, that's pretty good percentage. 5 plate appearances.
Good for your leadoff.
Yeah, that's what you look for. I mean, when you put a lineup together as a coach, you think leadoff. Well, that's what you look for. I mean, it's tough to get a Ricky Henderson with power and, so, but you get somebody like this where he just gets on base, takes the walks, whatever. And what always got me is this, like, guys go, I'm a better leadoff. Well, you usually bat leadoff once.
Yeah.
I mean, you might do it, and you might never know. The 4-hole could be bat leadoff 3 times in the game.
As Patton takes another walk, making that 3 walks for the day for him.
But I always had guys come up to me and go, yeah, I'm better, top of the lineup. And I go, okay. But
There's
after
certain
the
situations where you can be top of the league.
yeah.
You can be leadoff.
Well, the 4-hole could be the leadoff at 1, 2, 3, then he's leadoff second inning.
As Owens is up. That was a pretty quiet game, but doesn't really need to do anything. So he takes that outside ball. He's had 2 strikeouts, fly out, and a double, RBI double. So he takes that strike for strike number 1.
Actually, this is Easton Elliott coming in.
Oh, Easton Elliott, okay.
Yeah.
Never announced anything, so I'm
Yeah.
not too sure he's up.
Yeah.
Easton Elliott actually up to the plate. Had himself a pretty good game the other day. I don't know how he did yesterday, but the other day he seemed pretty good.
Easton Elliott.
Elliott faces a 1-2 count. The runner on first. He swung on a miss for strike 3. Pretty clean inning for Benoit. Say the least.
All right.
But it's making
Not
it a lot
bad.
quicker.
Yeah.
So now we head into the top of the 9th as the Rebels are still up 7-0. We'll be back. And welcome back to the top of the 9th as we get a new pitching change sponsored by Pizza Hut in Newen. No one out Pizza's the Hut. And number 8, Aaron Gisler, right-handed pitcher out of Coffeyville.
Yeah, Gisler. Coffeyville Community College, 6'4", 210, and he's from Wichita. And we haven't seen a lot of him, so it's be good to see. Like a lot of guys getting some time, and
should see how he finishes as he.
That's always a good sign.
Gets a swinging strike. Start off.
First pitch.
I don't know. Hopefully, he has a good enough inning as Zach Gillig did, last game.
No, excuse me. It's the 7, 8, 9 batters.
As he gets caught looking for another strike. Trying to get him swinging with a low ball. Didn't bite. Benoit should be up. Might be something different, but we're confident that's Benoit.
That is Benoit. Benoit, like I said, 1 for 2 with a walk, base hit. Hasn't had a bad game.
Benoit, they're just trying to aim at that low strike. 2 low balls, and Benoit's thinking about it. He's jittering, and he almost swung the bat that second time. As he hits this one towards third and gets right past the third baseman, Gerard.
Yeah, I don't know if Gerard is playing the line or not. Usually late innings, you play the late lines. It's because you don't want this to happen, with the double. But
sometimes it still get by you.
Yeah, it's still, he hit it hard.
As Benoit reaches second safely.
For a second hit. This is the 8 batter.
Kisser.
Yeah, and Kisser right now, he's 1 for 3. Had a base hit in the second inning.
It seems like he's almost due up.
Yeah.
To bat for Mulvane, number 15, the third baseman.
You know, and that's the thing about summer ball too. You play, you're playing almost every day. And the one thing that we're fortunate, we got some bench like we talked about earlier. We got guys that could come in.
Subs.
Yeah, substitutions and depth, whatever you want. But Mulvane, they don't have that. And I think those guys got to feel it a little, because they played the game yesterday, the 16th. They played the game.
Got to be a little sore.
Yeah, played.
Especially some of these pitchers,
Tuesday we played here, and
this one swung on and fouled back for strike number 1. 2-1 the count. No outs. Kisser's just looking for something to get going. Just swing on. Just kind of waiting. This ball looked like a perfect little. But it was a little too high for the ump. So 3-1 the count.
What is the outs? Whoops! I called that a strike.
We've had 2 questionable calls, but
yeah. You're not going to go out there and argue, are you? No. I won't let you.
No point in arguing up here.
No. No.
This one swung on, popped up towards. It seems like this. It should be right. The right fielder's ball. That would be Mackay. Get that out, but it does advance.
Yeah,
no, it does. No, it doesn't. Did not. It wasn't deep enough.
Yeah, I was going to say it didn't bother me as a coach to argue with all that. I go out there as a coach, and I'd go out there and, hey, what do you mean? Well, I wasn't one of the coaches that went out there just. There's a lot of guys just like that go out there and argue everything, and that kind of irritated me a little. Now when I went out there, it was more. I think make sure I was right.
You have a hitting change as Kyle Howerton comes in for the 9th hole for CJ. He's got himself at a 2-0 count. Runner on second.
And the biggest thing right now, guys, he just needs to throw strikes.
And he did not throw what you asked for. He threw
but it's not going to be bad. But if he walks him, it's not that big a deal because you
might set up a double play.
Yeah, a double play situation.
But at the same time, you're also walking. Now you've got the top of the line.
All right. And the whole thing is, I'm sure this pitching staff, Coach Olson, they'd love to have a shutout. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's always a big deal when a pitching staff has a shutout, especially a team shutout.
It's always nice to win without any worry.
Yeah.
Full count now for Howerton.
It's kind of neat watching these guys kind of gel together. They
come from different colleges, and they might have to face each other one day. Now they got to be teammates this time.
Oh yeah, it happens all the time in summer ball. I used to have that happen a lot, especially when I was at Cali County years ago. Go play some other guys, and they'd be playing. Wasn't like we always all played together, but
this one is a perfectly placed ball for strike number 3. So that strikeout was brought to you by your Pizza Hut of Newton. No one out pizzas the Hut.
I think all the strikeouts.
To the top of the lineup for Mulvane, the center fielder.
8 strikeouts for the staff.
Not as good as the other day, which we had, 13, 14?
Yeah, quite a few, like I said there.
But, I mean, we're getting the job done. We have 0, or they have 0.
I'm impressed with the pitching staff. That's it's what you want when you're a college pitcher. Come in and throw strikes. You're going to have your off days. I mean, that's just normal. I mean, pros have that.
0-1. Ball's a little too high. Make that 1-1.
But the biggest thing you're looking for is consistency. And
yeah.
I think that's what Coach Olson and his coaching staff, that's what they're looking at. Who's going to be most consistent, especially, next week we play. I mean, we come up, we're going to be playing Derby Twins. And they just split with Cheney. So
Be interesting to see how that goes.
yeah, so we'll see what happens. I mean, it's going to be a real test.
1-2 the count.
GM Jeff Wells does a great job with Derby.
Colin swings this one, drops it right next in front of the left fielder as that ends up as a single and advances the runner second and third.
Fell right in there. Thought he might have a shot at it, but he hustled right after it. That was Palmer.
Now batting for Mulvane, the left fielder, number 2, Chase Green.
Chase Green up.
Green right now, he's
Reached on air.
1 for 4. They gave him the hit. Remember that on the so.
See, hacks at a high ball.
That was. I mean, it was a very aggressive swing right there.
This one doesn't swing yet.
It'd be like me if I was. Anyway, I just swinging everything.
I always like to imagine, I always like to make the imaginary box for myself, even though I'm at the plate.
Yeah.
This one swung on, foul ball. 1-2 the count.
You don't realize, especially when you have guys, let's just say 80 to 90 miles an hour. You're just in the box there, and you're looking, here's that pitch. It comes quick. If you don't realize, from watching it over here, the reaction,
it's a lot faster
the
up
reflex.
close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boom. Comes right on you.
1-2.
Good job.
Called for strike 3 and
all
all
speed.
in the game. As that strikeout was sponsored by Your Pizza of Noon. And I think it's pretty obvious who the player of the game is.
Yeah. So we'll have him up here, and I think Coach Jones is going to bring him up here, get him up here. So.
And your player of the game is always sponsored by Bethel College.
Yep, Bethel College.
Mission, vision, and values. We are Thrashers.
So that's.
We'll take a short break as we get the player of the game up here. And it will be the end for me. I think by the time we come back to the break, it will be Carve in the player of the game.
Sounds good.
We'll be back.
All right. Drake Gerard, you are our player of the game. But your Bethel College, our player of the game. It's a special award now that you're going to get, and you will receive a little gift for this. Remember that, so it'll be nice. Drake, we want to know. We want to reach out because you got parents out there. You got, they can always watch you and family and all that. So tell us a little about yourself. Where you from?
I'm from Midlothian, Texas, and I'm the oldest of 6.
Wow.
And so there's a lot.
The oldest of 6, man.
Oldest of 6, yes, sir.
That had to be crazy, man. So
it's a blessing.
You had to grow up quick, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, but it was worth it, So.
Well, tell us a little. Your mom and dad are.
My mom and dad, they're back home.
Their names?
Yeah, Danielle and Brad Gerard.
All right.
They're working and watching and,
And all your siblings, let's hear them. Who are they?
Dustin, Dax, Delaney, Dane, and Demi.
Awesome,
So,
man.
all D's, that's tongue twister. So
All right,
yeah,
man.
yes,
All
sir.
athletes like you, or
Most of them, they all got their own little specialty, and
Right.
and so they're kind of doing their own thing. So
wow, that's great. So,
Yes, sir.
so anyway, I know your major's criminal justice, and you're at Tabor College.
Yes, sir.
Now, how'd you get to Tabor College? How'd that hook?
Well, I was actually going to OSU as a pitcher, and then I ended up tearing my elbow twice, and then Jake Jones reached out to me and fell in love with the campus and the teachers and the coaches and just the environment overall. So it was a blessing to get that offer. So.
Man, that's awesome, man. I mean, it's a great college. I know
love
Tabor very well.
Yes, sir.
Having coached, I don't know if you know, I was head coach at Friends for many years, and also Kansas Wesleyan. So I mean,
okay, there you
so
go.
yeah, both
You're pretty
in the
familiar.
league. So yeah, I'm pretty familiar with those guys do. Coach Standiford.
Yes,
so
sir.
it's a good program for you to be in.
Yes,
so
sir.
you want to be a criminal justice psychology?
That's the plan so far. So we'll see what happens.
So how many years you got left?
I got one more.
One more?
Yes, sir. Yeah, graduated last year, and so I got using my COVID year and getting my master's. So.
Well, that's great. I know you had your first team All-State shortstop, and
Yes, sir.
One thing I always like to ask, especially guys like been through injuries like you have, that's tough. I mean,
Yeah.
it's tough mentally because I've been through it. I know what it's like, and trying to come back. I mean, how was it for you? I mean,
It was rough. It was I tore my UCL my sophomore year of high school, just a partial tear, and then ended up getting a PRP injection, and then later tearing it about a couple months later fully,
Wow.
and then ended up getting full Tommy John. So it was rough. It was rough sitting there. I hate watching, and hate being not part of being on the field. And
that has to be a tough situation.
Yeah, it was rough. But
I mean, because mentally, and people don't understand, it's not easy. You
No.
sit there, what you had to go through. So,
Yeah. Yes,
so I
sir.
tip my hat to you on that.
Oh, thank you.
Just kind of talk about a little some of the things. Then we're going to talk about the game tonight, but your favorite teams, the Texas Rangers. I just can't understand that.
It's a ride. It's a ride.
But the thing is, why Nolan Arenado? Why is he your favorite player?
Because I just love the way he plays. I mean, I try to kind of mimic him at third base, and so I go back every night and watch highlights of him and what he does this game and what he does different, and his swing, and I mean, just overall, just a great ball player.
Oh yeah, no, I love him too. I love watching him, and it's hard to believe when he left the Rockies and all that. But that's a great move there with St. Louis. So.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
And I know you special person to pick 5 minutes with your grandparents.
My grandparents.
You might want to talk about that, expand on that.
Yeah, Dan and Ruth, they've been they call me every night after every game.
Wow.
They watch I'm sure they're watching right now, and they say what's up.
Hey.
But I couldn't ask for better grandparents, so that's a big deal to me.
Well, that's good. I mean, a lot of kids, they forget. Sometimes like that. I mean, young men. I shouldn't say kids.
Yes, sir.
But so anyway, and then your dream job besides baseball?
It'd be an intelligence analyst.
Wow.
For FBI, CIA, kind
Man.
of working somewhere in the bureau. So we'll see. If coaching don't work out, we'll see.
I was going to say this guy has a plan, which is nice. That's great. Well, I want to talk about the game tonight. I mean, what do you think about, let's go back to the Newton Sluggin Rebels. When you came here, what do you think of it? You enjoying it? Or
I love it. I love it. I played for Jake a couple years ago, and I loved it, and he asked me to come back this year and play, and just the environment and the guys. I think we're 4 or 5 games in, and we're already, close as can be, really. We hang out on and off the field, and, I mean, it's just a good environment to play in.
Well, Jared and I, we were talking about that. It seemed like you guys, from afar, we're watching you guys, and it seems like close-knit guys. Guys are into the game.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys that aren't playing, they're into it, and I mean, that's pretty neat. I like to see that. As a college coach, you're always striving, hey, let's build that. Let's build that chemistry. Let's do that. And you guys so far are looking great.
Yeah, I mean, love it. Normally it takes time to build, kind of like a brotherhood. And, I mean, 4 or 5 games in, we're, closer than I imagined we were.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to talk about the game tonight. I mean, you let's see. We had you down here. I mean, you scored 3 times. So you were, 3 hits, 3 RBIs. What was something, I mean, did you see the ball well tonight where it was something that they were pitching you different, or what were you seeing?
Yeah, most of the season I've been seeing fastballs, and like the home run, it was a 2-0 count, and really the guy wasn't really throwing much off speed, and so I knew kind of I was looking up and, some up in the zone to drive and just got my barrel out in front and kind of let it go.
Man, that's awesome. I mean, so you're looking at it. I mean, this season. What do you want to accomplish? Your personal goal.
Personal goal. Really, I just want to build more character. Really, I mean, I love being around everyone. I feel like I'm a team player and kind of want to build more of a closer relationship with the guys on the team and overall just keep winning. Really, that's the main goal.
And the next question I ask you, I hope we have the same goal here. What's your team goal for
NBC.
this? There you go, baby. Right there.
That's the goal.
We're on the same page. See, that's what I need. I need more guys like that. you get those guys that are thinking like that, okay?
Yeah, 100%.
But hey, it's a joy watching. Hopefully we'll have you here a few more times. And like I said, it's cool to have you. The Bethel College. Mm-hmm. I know you're a Tabor guy. I know. They don't have baseball, so no. But you're the Bethel College Player of the Game, yes, and this is something new, and you'll be getting some reward or some little present. We'll put it that way, okay?
Yeah, we'll take it. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you for coming, and
yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll talk to you some more, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Well, hopefully everybody enjoyed that, and like I said, we'll be doing some more of these as the season goes. And I don't know, Jared, you want to get in here? Or no, you just want me to close it out? Well, thank you for coming. I know we'll be coming up. Check our schedule. Also, check our website. We have we have a team store, so you can get apparel and all that. But it's only limited days, so we want to get that. So make sure you look on that. And we want everybody wearing Newton Sluggin Rebel gear. So anyway, thank you for joining us again.